Hello, this is Shelly Dressel, and the following video was recorded during one of my free teleconferences. For more information about my channelings, please check my website, goddesslight.net. Thank you.
Namasika Venia Benya. Namasika Venia Benya. I greet you, beloved family. I reach out from my heart to yours. I reach out to embrace not only each one of you present at this now moment, but I embrace all of humanity as you move through this amazing transformation. Each one of you comes into one of these meditations with a particular intention. Perhaps you're tired. Perhaps you're disconnected. Perhaps you're overwhelmed. Perhaps there's another emotion that is just hanging on to you. So you come to this time so as to experience you as your soul. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. I have spoken multiple times in the past about the ways in which your breath and your breathing have an impact upon you. Not only is your breath filled with the oxygen that is needed for you to live, but it is the breathing that allows you to have a focus, intention for that oxygen. Humanity has a tendency to breathe in a very shallow manner. Your breath is something that just happens in the background. You don't take the time to focus upon it. I would therefore encourage you to take this moment and breathe deeply, where that breath is moving in through your nose. It goes into your lungs. Hold it within your lungs for a few seconds. And then as you breathe out, slowly and easily breathe out. Some will say breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. My intention with you is that you allow your breathing to be an opportunity to slow down and focus within you. Consider what your life would be like if you could always follow or anticipate that which is the best for you and where you should focus. Now, you may look around or consider your days, and some of you have an organized list with your bullet points. Others just know throughout the day what's going to happen. This is not about the tasks that you have in your day. This is about letting go of your focus upon the tasks and instead breathing into your heart, which is automatic when you breathe into your lungs, and then breathing out. When you do this on a consistent basis, you will find that those tasks that you need to do throughout the day are accomplished in a much easier fashion. Here in this now moment, take an opportunity to make a choice. You could also consider it a commitment that you will do this at least, and you can decide for yourself what the number is, but a certain number of times per day. You will find that as you breathe deeply and consistently, the easier it is to get into that space, and the more often that you will do it automatically when you get into a stressful situation. So one last time, breathe in deeply and breathe out. Through that breath, envision a ball of energy that is created within your heart center. Allow that to move down. It goes through your energy bodies, your solar plexus, sacral, root center, and let it move down into the earth. For some, it may feel as if your grounding into the earth is taking you to a place that feels very familiar and that you come to on a consistent basis. As you anchor these energies, you then let that flow come back up through you. It comes back up. Once again into your heart center. And then you send it up. This time, you send it through your throat, your third eye, your head center, your crystalline energy center, and then just let all of that flow upward until you feel the energies of your higher self. As you arrive within this space, take a deep breath in and breathe out. Notice what comes to your attention. Is this something that you have been working upon? Is this something that you have been seeking answers to? There are many different ways in which it will come into your awareness. Here within your higher self, do you sense distractions? Do you see that you might be holding space for something that is completed? Clear it out. In doing so, you find yourself able to focus more fully. As you create this alignment, let your energies flow up that thread that connects you directly into your soul. As you arrive within your soul, open up first and foremost to that merging that occurs. You, as your divinity, is the unconditional love of God, source, energy. Allow your consciousness of this lifetime to just bask in what that is for the moment. So many changes are taking place upon the earth. Understand that your alignment with soul or with source is that which will strengthen, balance, and support you at all times. Feel that flow that moves within. I, the goddess, walk in and amongst each one of you. I reach out to embrace you as your consciousness, you as your soul. And in doing so, as our energies merge, we move into the all that is. This is your place of creation. There are many different beings of light that come here within this space. Experience all of what this is. We are coming upon the equinox. And as if you see a timeline spread out in front of you, take a moment and look back as if to connect with the solstice in June. Take in a perception of what the energies were at that point. I will share two perceptions that are coming across. This may be your perception or yours may be totally different. The first perception was that the energy coming in was dramatically less than what the energy is right now. The second perception was that there were massive amounts of energy that were on standby, or you could consider them were here but as yet not integrated within the earth plane's frequency. And that's why it looked so much less. You will see, if you start looking over the last 3 months, that there were at least 5 large impulses of light and energy that came into the earth. This is what has expanded the consciousness of the earth so as to allow that much higher light frequency to integrate. And as I say this, I can feel each one of you expanding even further. You have heard me speak about the ascension process for the earth for probably the last 10 to 12 years. This is not anything new. However, what is new is the fact that you are here at the completion. Take a moment and allow yourself to be fully present in the now moment. For many of you, that means your consciousness expands even further. It may be that you perceive a great deal of what is around you. You may feel that transparency that is the crystalline light. Just as you looked at that timeline for 3 months, go back to this time 1 year ago. It is a dramatic lowering of the high frequency. Take a moment and look back 2 years, 5 years, and then perhaps 10. What was interesting is, as I said, 10, it was as if it went almost as if it didn't exist. Because from the time 10 years ago to where you are now, you have literally moved onto a new timeline. And this timeline is for all of the planet. And this timeline represents the ascension. It represents the removal of all that dense, low vibrational energy, which has been replaced by the light consciousness of the higher frequency. As I say that, all of you are brought back into this moment, and your energies pulsate and expand even further. For some of you, I see these colors that are moving through you. As I speak of this, I understand that there are still the low vibrational energies experienced upon the earth. I understand that the earth is not where it's going to be 1 to 5 to 10 years from now. You continue to be in a very fluid assessment or ascension. The biggest difference is that the doorway is closing on the third dimension with this equinox. And by closing, I mean there will be such a minute amount of residual third dimensional energy left that anything that is stuck or still living in that frequency with no connection to the light will no longer be compatible with the earth, and they will simply be gone. Whew, could you guys feel that expansion? Could you feel what that meant? So I ask you for yourself, is there anything that is still a part of your life, your thoughts, your emotions, that is still hooked into that low vibrational frequency? And as you look inside and ask yourself that question, some of you may feel a tug, others may see experiences, others may just know. So if there is anything, be it conscious or unconscious, that still keeps you pulled into those third dimensional energies, let this be your chance. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Let it go. The majority of you that were still holding on, you released it in that moment. I did see a number of you that were still holding on to something. So my question to you, how does this serve you? How does it support you to be in that experience in your life? Again, with whatever knowledge comes to you, let this be your moment of healing so that you may bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Let it go. There was even more that was released that second time. I now perceive that the majority of you are literally lifting up so that you vibrate at a higher frequency. Now is your opportunity to consider, as if laying out in front of you, what do you seek to manifest? How do you want your physical body to feel, look, experience? If there's anything of that past that you just cleared, if there was something that you were holding on to, how can it transition into the higher frequency? You stand here in the all that is, as the flow from the universe and the earth is moving into one of its times of complete balance. And I invite you to let it be your opportunity to create as if from scratch, or as if you have nothing at all pulling you down, but you simply seek to move forward. Experience what that is. How many of you have known what it is like to live your life without carrying a burden? Consider, as you look around, that in the higher frequency, there's less dense energy. Therefore, thoughts, beliefs, realities move much more quickly. If you're not carrying a burden, how light and free would you be? Experience your life in this ascended space. Ascension takes place on so many different levels that chances are you are not experiencing every single one of them on your own. You need not even have an intention to. You will find the more that you are conscious of or in alignment with your own vibration and frequency, then it moves out from you in wave upon wave upon wave. It will trigger things for the people around you. If others are not in a place that they are accustomed to considering what may be going on in their life, it may create turmoil. At all times, radiate love, peace, and balance. With this equinox, you may find that opportunities will come your way that will be as if out of the blue or unexpected. Listen to your intuition. Listen to that which goes beyond your logical explanation, and you will find what resonates with you. In the all that is, you have already become accustomed to that flow of vibration which transitions your frequency, which then opens up your consciousness to many more potentials. This all happens automatically. So, too, this will be your reality as you are living your everyday life. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. For some reason, there's a lot of emotion that's coming up for people. Be in the moment. Understand that this is not something that is easily undertaken. This is something that you have worked for and strived for. Some of you for thousands of years, but most especially in this lifetime. Appreciate what that means. As you look around within the space, as you yourself have transitioned whatever was residual for you, I invite you to, as if you are opening a door, ask to be given a sign, a symbol, a color, or something that will be a trigger to this moment as a reminder of who you are. You are so much more than the human living your life. Let this be the embrace, not only of multiple lifetimes, but of the expansion in this lifetime. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. I invite you to gather together as a group. As you come together, notice how everyone is different. Notice how the frequency is almost electric, almost sparkling, almost setting off little fireworks. As you gather together, the hologram of the earth comes up within the group. You can tell a difference just by looking at the hologram. That also reflects this change. You infuse within it your own personal transformation, and then the energies of the universe are infusing within it the activation of the higher frequencies. You begin to notice, in this case, almost as if that hologram becomes even more transparent because it's a higher, lighter frequency. There is an aspect that goes out through the universe, connecting with the planets and the ships that are anchoring it. The remainder goes down within the earth plane itself. As it connects with the earth, it moves through all the layers and all the levels. You notice there is much less of that barrier that keeps this hologram from going within. So it moves through the consciousness of the earth, creating a more crystalline, high frequency consciousness. It moves down into the center of the earth, anchoring within those crystals, anchoring within the center, and then it comes outward. There have been several recently of these anchorings of energy that have gone into every single human on the earth. This is one of them, so as to trigger what may be unconscious within them, giving them the opportunity that as the equinox comes up, that they will awaken. For those of you that are present, it comes up through that anchor you have with Gaia. You are bringing what you did in the all that is directly into you in your everyday life. You breathe in and out gently and easily, anchoring it within and around you. This is also moving through all the energies of the earth plane, so that the collective consciousness which surrounds the earth can also be anchored within the earth. And it causes this greater expansion from within. Just as you expand from within you, the earth expands from within Gaia. Allow for more of your own consciousness and experience to move back. You move from the all that is through your soul plane. You come down through your higher self, and it streams back down into you in your physicality. Take a moment and focus upon your breathing as you blend that which comes from the universe or the all that is, merging with you as your human experience, and you're merging with that which came up through Gaia. You can feel it as it moves up and down through you. This is ever present. This is always supporting you. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Beloveds, I feel such joy and excitement at this time. I can feel the completion of this process that is here within your reach at this now moment. Be aware that there may be those that try to pull you down or say that's not true or spread their falsehoods. But you know in your heart where you are, where this process is, and that love will always shine the light on any situation. And when the light is there, the light is there. It is not going anywhere. Beloved, know that I am ever with you and within you. Ansaluia.
Thank you for watching this video from my free teleconference. If you would like to know more about my channeling, please check my website, goddesslight.net. Thank you.